Hi everyone, it's me Giovanni, and today, um, so, okay, I didn't know if I really wanted to talk about this, but, okay, I'm gonna talk about some things, but one of them being that people complain about Wicked. And when I mean Wicked, I mean like the Wicked movies. Um, Wicked that, Wicked. Um, The Wizard of Oz. Um, I feel like some people complaining about Wicked or like some things like Dorothy's face not being shown or the the queer the queerness in Oz or anything like what's wrong with people? Like seriously, The Wizard of Oz has been a thing since the 1900s, and the the author of The Wizard of Oz, Alfred Baum, was part of the feminist movement. Like he was he he was a feminist. He was a feminist. And get get a man supporting women's rights or at least something like that. But basically the Wizard of Oz has been a thing since the 1900s. And the author was a feminist. He was part of the feminist movement. And even though Dorothy is supposed to be a child, Judy Garland, who portrayed Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz in 1939, was around 16 to 17 years old. She didn't look like a child. The MGM tried to make her look like a child, but in my opinion, it didn't work that well. She still looked like a teenager. And even though the actual actress, you can see her face not in the movie, of course, because her, Dorothy not having her face revealed in the movie was intentional. Because Dorothy's not the main character in Wicked. It's Elphaba and Glinda. So having Dorothy's face shown in Wicked would be odd. Especially since obviously it's mostly about Elphaba and Glinda. And the stuff during The Wizard of Oz. Like, Dorothy, accidentally killing, Elphaba in self-defense. When in reality, well, at least in the musical and movie, Elphaba faked her death, survived, and her and Fiero, the Scarecrow, get to live happily ever after. Which is sweet. But I also like the additions that I'm not sure happened in the musical, but in the movie, um, the wizard finds out that Elphaba was his daughter, and he permanently leaves Oz, and Glinda is like, I like to see you try, Madame Morrible, and she has the flying monkeys take Morrible away, which, good. She caused that freaking tornado and killed Nessarose. Good. And Glinda, also, like, frees the animal and they return to their jobs and they can speak again. And that's absolutely great. that's like that's like a happy ending for pretty much both women. I love them. Um, they really changed for good, and I'm happy about it. I mean, Wicked. It's Wicked for good, and yeah, that says a lot. But seriously, people complain about the queerness of The Wizard of Oz and Wicked, even though The Wizard of Oz has been a thing since the 1900s. So, and the Wizard of and the Oz universe, like the world of the world of Oz, is completely fictional. In the actual books, they're a real place, but in most like adaptations, it's a dream, which I'm fine with. I mean, especially due to the times like The Wizard of Oz from 1939, audiences didn't want it to be accurate to the book, mostly because it was during the Great Depression, and um, they more likely wanted it to be in reality where it was a dream. And so, yeah, that happened. But hey, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm okay with it. I mean, knowing in the books that Oz is a real place would actually make me want to live there. I mean, I wouldn't mind living in Oz. That would be absolutely amazing. But at the same time, I don't know if I would be okay staying there. I mean, it's extremely magical, colorful, just so beautiful, but I don't know. I mean, it would be nice, it would be fun, but I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, um, so yeah, people complained about the queerness of Oz. Absolutely idiots thinking that Oz, that Wicked and the Wizard of Oz is woke. Idiots, absolute idiots. And people complained about Dorothy's face revealed, at least behind the scenes, with the actress not being a child or teenager. But I mean, she at least looks like Dorothy. I mean, she's obviously dressed as Dorothy. She's Dorothy. But apparently the actress is supposedly 30 years old. And come on, when you're when you're when you're when you are when you're 30, or at least below 30, you can still play a teenager, even if it's like a small role. And that's completely fine. But if you're above the age of 30, you would not be in the position to play a teenager anymore. And that's completely fine. Just as long as you have a if you still have a youthful face and have the mannerisms of a teenager, that's completely fine. But seriously, if you're above the age of 30 and thinking about, I don't know, portraying a teenager, don't. And, let's just say due to child labor and, like paying minors and stuff like that, there is a reason why, adults or people at the age of 20, 25, 30 portray teenagers. There's a reason why. And I'm not complaining about it. It's still a bit weird, just a bit, but I can understand. I can understand that. But seriously, people need to get their lives together. I mean, it's a good thing Wicked for Good didn't show Dorothy's face, because it was so intentional. Because Dorothy is not the main character in Wicked. Wicked is in its own separate canon, where the events of Wizard of Oz did indeed happen, but it's Wicked is different from the Wizard of Oz because it gives Glinda and the Wicked Witch of the West, being named Elphaba, an origin story of how they met and how things happened in their lives and how they became to be in the Wizard of Oz. But that didn't happen in the books or the 1939 film. So, yeah, Wicked is in its own separate canon, so it's fine. But seriously, people really need to stop complaining about these sort of things. It's so annoying. That's all that I needed to say on that. I was thinking last night that maybe I should do a video, like, I don't know, remaking, like, I don't know, Googling Dorothy X Scarecrow and what I think of the Dorothy and Scarecrow ship. I mean, I absolutely like it, even though it never happened in the books or some adaptations of The Wizard of Oz. And that's completely fine. I mean, obviously, Dorothy and the Scarecrow as a couple would not work. But in the 1939 film, it's implied that Dorothy and Scarecrow were supposed to have a romantic relationship, which was actually one of the was part of the original direction for the film, which I think would be really cute. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. It would be really cute. And in some adaptations, it certainly came across, like in sequels to the 1939 film, even though most of them were animated, and especially in the Tom and Jerry Wizard of Oz, which I'm just gonna say Dorothy and the Scarecrow are just really cute. I really like the ship, but as something that is supposed to be canonical and accurate to the original source material, I'm probably glad that they're not an actual couple, especially with the Scarecrow's Kansas counterpart Hunk, because the Kansas counterparts to the characters in Oz were completely original for the MGM film, and that's not a bad thing. But canonically, Dorothy is just living with her uncle and aunt, Uncle Henry and Auntie Em. Just them. No other, person part of her farm. No. Not even the line about the three, being her uncles, which, weird. They're not her uncles. Why? That's so weird. Like, what the hell? Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it or not. Please stay safe. Please stay at home. Stay away from protests, segregated areas, the rest. See you in the next video. Bye.